mentioned, I'm 70, and let's say because of your company 5 years from now, what's going to change in my world or somebody like me? What's going to be the one thing because of what you're doing that wouldn't have been true back in 2024 if we're talking about 2029?
Hi, so we are attuned actually focusing on getting your hearing health at a much better level. So if you mentioned your age before, statistically speaking, people over the age of 70 are about 40 to 50% likely to suffer from some kind of a hearing loss. And the fact that is, if we look at the US, only 14% of the people who suffer from hearing loss actually go and get hearing aids. And this is exactly where Tune come in. So we built a software platform that makes that entire journey of getting your hearing aid fitted as easy as possible with the new guidelines of the self-fitting over-the-counter hearing aids by the FDA that came out about 2 years ago. And just about 2 weeks ago, we saw Apple also entering that field. This is exactly what we're trying to change. So more people will have better accessibility for hearing health and will go and get their hearing aids at a much lower price and a much faster journey.
So my three-part question is, what are you doing within your very innovative spaces to put trust in, and trust being as important to technology? Who's going to pay for what you're doing, and where do those benefits accrue, and how can you make sure that the new technologies aren't just helping Steve Klasko in Miami, but helping Mrs. Jones in North Philadelphia that might not have access to or a Ring and Apple Watch and the technologies that you're doing?
That's a great question, and actually that's a core part of our goal in the next few years. The entire idea behind Tune is to be a software solution for hearing aid manufacturers, whether they are top tier hearing aid manufacturers or more basic one, so they can use the Tune software that's already commercially available and proven to be very successful with our target audience, which are the elderly, of course, to really make the use of hearing aids much more simpler. And the entire idea behind Tune is, let's take the human part out of it, the service part, which costs the most in hearing aid fitting, and transform it into a smart AI solution that we call the AI audiologist. And what we've shown to the FDA since Tune received FDA clearance about a year ago is that we can get to the same clinical outcome compared to a professional fitting. So with our technology, what we currently are working on now, also with third world countries such as China and India, is that you can take the Tune software and put it on any piece of hardware, any piece of hearing aids, or now with the transforming of the AirPods into hearing aid, also, you can just use the software and make those hearing aids much more accessible for anyone. So what we see is that the cost of hearing aids with the Tune software has reduced by 80 or 90%. So that's a big difference. And it's good also for the US market, in which hearing aids cost a fortune, but it's also a brilliant solution for countries that could not afford thousands of dollars for hearing aids, or the hearing aids are being reimbursed by the government. With our solution, it just makes it much more easy and much more cheaper.
It's hit me coming over from the traditional healthcare ecosystem to General Catalyst that the humans that are involved in your team are incredibly important. And all of you have curated, because it's all your money, who you have on your team. So in 3 to 5 words, if you could just say, what defines the culture of your team that really makes it unique, that will get somebody to want to invest in you?
Try to make the world a better place for the elderly.